at some point. There it is. Hey guys, so Night King's dead. Just episode 3, got 3 left to go. Night King's dead. Joining me for the episode 3 reaction and Q&A thing, I have the wonderful GrayArea. What's going on, Gray?
Not much. I was just like not happy with what's going on here.
What percentage of that is that Ghost is dead?
I don't know if he's dead.
He looks dead.
Maybe he's not though.
Well, I don't know. They didn't give him a flaming rock, so it's kind of hard to tell. You didn't see his sword go out like the Dothraki.
Yeah. So like overall, the episode was good. It was, great, but there was a lot that I didn't like. But yeah, we're not going to talk about what I didn't like. We're just going to.
That's not true. We can talk about the stuff you didn't like, but I thought I was blown away. Melisandre just walked up. Like a lot of people in talking about like she was going to have the fiery hand out of Volantis. I was talking with Robert Indie Keep earlier, and we were talking about like maybe it would be almost a ride over the Rohirrim moment. And no, she just walks out of the cold on her own, and then apparently can light a billion swords on fire. That was really impressive to see.
Yeah. So there's this like, is the books like this? The question that I was left with after this episode is, I believe that there is no way it goes down like this in the books. Absolutely, absolutely no way.
Absolutely nothing. Not happening.
Not happening. Not happening like that. There's no way. There's no way.
Okay, so let's go through like some of the parts where no way it's going to happen. I think the biggest one, I mean, obviously the highlight, the biggest thing is that apparently to kill the Night King, you take the Valyrian steel dagger, shove it in his stomach, but he's resistant to dragon fire. Like that was an incredible scene, and they even give him like a weird little coy smile afterwards. He walks in, tells Jon to screw off, raises the entire thing, and I mean, it's not like it hasn't been foreshadowed for a while that this may be Arya's role. You don't put a character through assassin training for like 4 seasons for it not to come up that she's going to kill someone important. And ever since they gave her that dagger, it kind of seemed like that's sort of where it was going. But what did you think about that?
I didn't see her killing the Night King. I always believed it would be Bran or Jon that would kill the Night King. And I'm not sure. Like, I don't know. I hope the Night King isn't dead, because if I feel like I hope he's not dead. Like, hopefully he's like alive in the Weirwoods or something. He did die in the Godswood at Winterfell. So hopefully he's not dead, because I just feel like to kill him, for him to outlive Cersei, I don't know. This might be like some kind of, yeah, he's not really dead. This might be a fake out.
Interesting. Although all the other White Walkers and everything else fell to pieces right afterwards, I sort of took that as he is dead, although apparently the obsidian dagger in his chest didn't do anything. I'm not sure.
It didn't fall out.
I didn't see it. Although I wasn't looking that closely because I was just in shock at what I had just seen. But also Arya with like the longest jump I've ever seen. How did she do that?
I don't know. Like, my main question is, where's Rhaegal? Like, what happened to Rhaegal? Where's Ghost? Those are like 2 big questions that I have. And then also, like, who died?
Oh yeah, do you want to let's go down the list. So,
yeah, who died?
Theon's dead. And I mean, that was a very heroic moment for him. It was a turning around of him running away over and over and over again. That was a pretty strong moment for Theon, I would say. But yeah, he's gone. Barrack's dead. Ed Tollett is dead. Oh God, Who else? Grey Worm's gone. All the Dothraki, all the Unsullied, pretty much the entire Northern Army's gone. Am I missing people?
Grey Worm's alive.
Grey Worm's alive? Okay,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
He's alive. He's alive.
Sorry. Grey Worm's alive. Chat's going to catch up in a minute and correct me. Jorah's dead. Sir Boyfriend finally got it.
Beric, I was so sure that the only reason Beric was alive was to give somebody the kiss of life.
Yeah, me and Robert were talking about that he was maybe going to resurrect somebody after the Night King killed him. After he killed them. I was thinking maybe Jon got another chance at life, or Dany, maybe even a dragon would have been cool.
Yeah. But for the most part, I'm kind of like in shock, I guess, because I didn't see this coming.
That was when he went down, though, with like his arms across the hallway, just taking dagger after dagger in the back out. That was impressive to say. I mean, not how I thought he would go down, but still pretty impressive death for Beric Dondarrion.
Like a Hodor moment.
Yeah, he was holding the door for Arya. Oh, that's a good call. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just over here like trying to connect the dots, because we had people busting out of the crypts.
Oh yeah.
In Winterfell, and all of the foreshadowing in the books makes you think that the crypts, stuff like that, doesn't happen down there. So that was kind of like, what?
Yeah, that was something I've been thinking for quite a while, that the foreshadowing would be that the dead would rise in the crypts, and a lot of people were saying since the last episode that they kept saying, oh yeah, the crypts are safe. They're not safe. Those things are somehow going to be pretty deadly for everyone inside.
Yeah.
I was pretty worried for half a second that Tyrion and Sansa were going to basically kill each other.
Yeah.
When they took the daggers out, they were just gonna, like Cersei, a callback to her, and when she thought Stannis was storming the Red Keep.
Yeah, I mean, like, does Arya fit the Azor Ahai prophecy?
Let me look it up. I'm sure somebody has made
when darkness gathers. What is it? When darkness gathers.
Azor Ahai prophecy.
Azor Ahai shall be born again amidst salt and smoke to wake dragons from stone. No, she does not fit the Azor Ahai prophecy.
She the one character?
No, she does not fit.
Oof. Yeah. I was also 100% sure Bran was going to die. I thought they were going to give him the Doctor Strange from the first Infinity War movie ending, where he just like, I'm going to die, but it's going to lead to an ultimate victory.
I thought the Night King was about to tell him something.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, what's this big stare down for so long for? Like, I thought, I don't know. Overall, like, watching it, the CGI, all of that stuff is amazing.
Oh yeah.
Nobody does it like Game of Thrones. So some of my saltiness is because my theory wasn't right.
At least you're honest.
and also because Jon's ghost died, and also because Arya killed the Night King. Because like,
the trifecta of things you're unhappy about.
Yes, but I mean, I wanted it to be like, not what I wanted it to be, but what I thought it would be was the Night King is the big bad. Like, he's the one that's been built up to be this big bad person all throughout all of the seasons. And then, boom, he just dies really quick. And now let's go deal with Cersei.
Yeah. I guess that's... It does, yeah. It does seem a little weird. The opening scene of the entire book series is the others facing down a ranger. That was the basis of the video I released yesterday. Got 2 super chats. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Christy Miller, and one from Linda Prezuta, I loved when Tyrion kissed Sansa's hand. Do you think this is the start of something? Actually, they did kind of hint to that in this one. They had them do the whole it would never work between us moment that you see in a lot of romantic movies.
Yeah. What did they? Somebody said I told a spoiler. What spoiler did I tell?
Wait, what spoiler?
I don't know.
I didn't hear one.
Me either. I don't know no spoilers.
I don't think you did. If you did, it was by accident. Yeah, I thought that was honestly like a sweet moment between Tyrion and Sansa.
Yeah, it was.
Mm.
It reminded me though of Cersei. Sansa reminded me of Cersei when she was on the throne with Tommen during the Battle of the Blackwater.
Mm-hmm.
When she was about to give him the poison.
Definitely. I thought that was right where it was. Were you surprised Varys made it through? When the bodies just started punching out of those tombs, I didn't see that one coming. I figured Varys was going to be like one of the first to go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
He's been so against like all magical things. And actually, didn't Melisandre say something about the fact that he would die in this land too? I guess maybe not at the same time.
Maybe he's going to die by Cersei.
Ooh. Oh, that would be bad. Or Daenerys.
I think it would be like metaphorically amazing if they go ahead and turn all their forces towards King's Landing and the Night King just comes up like, hey. Hey
guys, what's going on?
I'm really not dead. Tricked you.
He just keeps on paddling.
Why did you say Ghost was killed? Well, that's what Joe believes. I didn't say that.
Well, the charge went out. Ghost went with Jorah, and Jorah's the only one that came back. So, I'm just thinking that probably means he's dead. He didn't come back at any point. Jon probably could have used him while he was. I'm not really sure what he was doing with Viserion. He was like
hiding from him.
Well, I wonder if he was like, just because this is in my head at the moment, it's almost like he was providing the distraction I kind of thought was going to come, where Viserion probably would have gone back to the Night King, and maybe that would have stopped Arya somehow. But I didn't really see what was going on there. I figured for sure he was going to try and kill him.
Sir Michael the Tall said he did come back. Where was he? Where was he?
I didn't see him.
I didn't see him either.
Oh, well.
You got another super chat.
Oh, do I? Okay.
Brand's from Linda, and she said Brand seemed to be in his zone for a long time. What do you think he was doing all that time?
That's a really good question. I haven't really thought about that. Do you have something off the cuff for that?
Well, he was in the Ravens. We did see him go into the Ravens and just start flying around, presumably looking for the Night King.
He found him. Yeah, he found him with the Ravens, and the Night King for the first time didn't make him go away.
I don't know.
I don't think so. Well, he did do that hand thing. Maybe that was them scattering, but he kept doing his thing.
Yeah, he was just kind of sleep. He's getting on my nerves. Like, I'm sorry. He needs to do more. He needs to do more. He needs to pull his weight. Like, seriously. He's just kind of standing there, sitting there, zoned out. Hodor's then died for him. Summer, Jojen, Theon, like, do something.
What could he have been doing all that time? He doesn't have. There's no one to train. That's what Bloodraven was doing. He wasn't. I don't think he was controlling any animals, was he? Other than the ravens. I don't think he was controlling a dragon or anything.
Yeah, he wasn't. But like that's what confused me was when Rhaegal and Viserion were doing their little dance of dragons things. Rhaegal kind of just went away and we didn't see him anymore. And then like where did he go? And then where were they going when they were flying in all of that snow? Like, I didn't understand what was really happening right there. Like,
oh, that part, I thought that they were going to try and just roast the White Walkers in a line. That's what John seemed to be going at. And then they got hit by that massive snowstorm. I forgot that they could do that. They put that in the Hard Home episode. Remember that when it came over the cliffs?
Yeah.
I just assumed that at that point they just couldn't see anything. I think they had Davos call it out at that one point where he just said he can't see us or she can't see us. So they had to light the thing to get her back. I think they were just lost for quite some time in the snowstorm.
Yeah. I mean, it just was confusing because they could have really used their help. And they're just like flying around in a blizzard, bumping into each other.
That's probably what the blizzard was for. Yeah, they bumped into each other. That was kind of funny. They just like slammed into each other like, whoops, oop, sorry about that.
Yeah, so I don't know. I know like some interviews that I read, it said that Ghost was going to get a lot of screen time. So I'm just going to say that Ghost isn't dead because a pop-in next season and then a pop-in just running beside Jorah, that's not a lot of screen time.
Yeah, that's true. Just got a bunch of super chats in a row from Julian Alberto De La Rosa Suncar. Can't believe I actually got all that. I'm usually bad at pronouncing non-Anglo names. Bran was right turning out to be Night King and Trace. Yeah, he was right about that. The Night King did come right for him. I guess so he predicted that entire battle. Okay. And his plan actually worked, so that was wrong. I said that a bunch in the last week where I was talking about like, well, Bran said the plan, so it won't work. They went the other way on that one. They made it seem impossible it would work, and then it did. Bridget Walsh says, why did Mel kill herself just so Davos wouldn't? Yeah, what did you make of that? I thought that was a really interesting ending to her character. What did you think about it?
Like, she literally just went out there and just turned into a corpse.
Yeah.
So did I see that coming? No. I thought for sure she would die by like the White Walkers or something, Army of the Dead, something.
Did you think Davos would actually do it? I wasn't sure for a second.
When she first came in, I thought he was about to kill her.
I thought he was too. And even at the end, I don't know. They've done that sometimes where somebody's dying and then somebody sticks in the needle anyway, just to make sure that they know it was them. But that was a different Melisandre than we've seen. Where I don't know where she went, but she seemed like she had a really good idea this time of what was happening. Like she went through all the stuff with Stannis and everything afterwards, and the burning of Shireen, and like I don't know where she went, but she just like. Maybe she's been talking to Bran and he gave her the 411 on what was about to happen. She knew it. She called it.
Yeah. I just can't get past Arya killing the Night King. I can't get past it. I can't. I'm sorry. Like I can't get past the Night King dying.
Well, I made like 5 videos about him in the last 3 weeks. So yeah, that's kind of a punch in the teeth.
Yeah, like what the hell? How does he just die so easy? Just boom, he's dead. I hope he's not dead. Like I swear, I hope he's not dead.
I guess it depends on what he really is. It's like, was he that body or was he something else?
Nah, I think he's something else.
The Heart of Winter still out there?
Yeah, the Heart of Winter. Because that's like saying he's in the books. I believe what we see as the Night King on the show is actually the Great Other. He's like a god. So
yeah,
I can't really. I don't know.
It actually kind of reminded me quite a lot of the death of Sauron, where it was just dropping a ring in a volcano, and this like Dark Lord of the Damned with like an army, 100,000 strong of orcs and like supernatural beings at his disposal, just kind of drops dead if you hit him in the right way.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, I didn't really like that ending. Anyway, got a super chat from Veronica Doggone. No battle in the Riverlands. Do you think we'll see anything from Dorne? Oh, anything from Dorne?
No.
Probably not. There must be Dornish armies or something left to replace the Dothraki.
Nope.
No, I think Dorne's Dunsky. I don't think they're going to bring him back at all.
Yeah.
There will be a battle in the Riverlands, I'm pretty sure. They teased that in the after the episode thing.
Yeah. I don't.
Greatest wants one. It's just just upset.
I'm not really upset. Like, I really think they did a good job.
Yeah.
Like, when it comes down to it, what they produced, it was a good movie to watch.
That was, yeah.
It felt like a movie.
That was unbelievable.
But when you're passionate about it like me, and you spend a lot of time going over every possible scenario that it could be, and then you realize it's not the show that you thought it was.
Yeah, this is like kind of a preview of the Winds of Winter, basically, where it's like myself and the other Song of Ice and Fire mods have been talking for a while about what we call like the Great Theory culling. That's going to happen as soon as that book drops, where so many people have gone so deep on fan theories and figuring out, trying to predict where they think it's going to go. There's really only one answer. So a lot of people are going to be super wrong.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing. I mean, it's
not a bad thing. Like, it's just a thing. Like, when you care about something, it automatically happens. It's not nitpicking. It's not being like trying to hold the show to a high standard. I'm obviously not the only person that feels this way.
Oh no, I by killing of the Ranger theory just got kicked in the nuts.
And I don't even care that I was wrong. I mean, yeah, I am kind of like salty that I didn't see this coming, but it's more like a frustration with myself and the way I've interpreted all the time that I've spent trying to interpretate the show and the books. And we were told that the show's going to end in pretty much the same place. And I do not think Arya is going to kill the Night King in the books. Sorry, I don't think that.
Yeah, fair enough. Although we're kind of in the scouring of the Shire part where after Sauron's defeated, the book doesn't end. Then you have to go back and pick up the pieces, and you find out that Saruman has been like basically enslaving the hobbits and all this other horrible stuff that has happened with now that all these major powers have moved out of the world. So I guess that's kind of where we're going right now. Got another super chat from, let me get the name here. Elf Fall, thank you. No message there. And then from Julian again, did Arya use a face to approach and Rhaegal's alive? I'm not sure how Arya got there. There was just that brief wind, and I don't know, did she run past them? I wasn't really sure it was happening. Yeah, and I guess in some promo stuff, people have seen that Rhaegal is alive in the next one.
Good. But so like, this is my big thing about this. Okay. So the overall theme of the story, or the overall story, is supposed to be an anti-war story. There's all this about the Night King, where you're fighting this war amongst yourself while the much bigger threat is to the north and growing stronger and stronger and stronger. And then you beat that threat, and then you go to war again, because that's what they're about to do with Cersei. So it's like, I don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think... I
mean, it is an anti-war story, right?
Not kind of not really. It's it sort of is. Like, Martin is against like war in general, but he's also been asked like if he had to go fight against the Nazis, would he? Yes. So it's not like a total anti-war story, but it is like at least recognize this was one of his big problems with most fantasy books and most series, is that they would just have like real glorious battle with none of the downside, and we got a lot of downsides in this episode. Major characters were killed. Like all the North is basically screwed at this point. Like the Vale Knights are gone. Entire like the stage is set for Cersei just to wipe out everybody if she wants to, which is kind of what her plan was, and apparently that's a good plan.
We're gonna see.
We're gonna see. I got another. Oh, I got a comment here from Steel 510 Rain. Your theory at the starting point of the first season of the show, foreshadowing the end. What from that scene can you connect to what happened? Very little. It appears I was just wrong. Maybe it'll be more of a book thing. Maybe there's more to come with Jon, because apparently there will probably be still wars with the rest of the episode, with the rest of the series to come. But that one that's kind of a bummer.
I'm sorry.
No, it's the nature of making fan theories. It's like a lot of it's just like creative and having fun, and when they're right, it feels great. Like when those Stark wights were punching out of the crypts, I actually did a little fist pump. I was like, holy shit, it actually happened. I've been talking about that one for like 2-3 years.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not writing it. I'm just making up cool theories, or what I think are cool theories. So yeah.
They're cool theories. They're cool theories.
They are cool theories. They're a lot of fun making them even when they're wrong.
Someone said, so the God's eye is for nothing, apparently. Nothing.
They really haven't talked about it in the show. I didn't really expect that to happen. Isle of Faces was just kind of like a one-off thing. They mentioned it in the history and lore, really. But that was just like in relation to Harrenhal.
How much do you think killing the Night King so easily is tied to the Long Night prequel?
Oh, okay. So how much is it tied to that?
Because we didn't get any information.
No, so they must have been holding all that back. We're going to learn a lot more about him then, I guess.
Yeah.
It would have been cool if he talked. We got 3 episodes left, so maybe we'll learn more.
He smiled.
He did smile.
No, I don't think, if he's really dead, I don't think we'll learn anything else about him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, if he's dead. But I don't think he's dead. I'm sorry. I don't think he's dead.
Robert was talking when we were streaming earlier about the possibility that maybe those Craster babies are up there.
Say what?
Robert was saying that maybe Craster's babies didn't actually grow up into the adult ones that we saw. That maybe they're like, maybe there's like a nursery of little baby others up there.
I think he's like much more magical than just this icy form.
I think so too. We've got another one from Linda. Man, she's on fire tonight. Thanks a lot, Linda. Shout out to Dave Doggy. Mel said she closed blue eyes. Mel must have known that Arya's going to kill the Night King. Yeah. Do you think that even though this was an amazing episode, is a bit of letdown because the Night King is dead now? Yes, I believe you just summarized Gray's thoughts on this.
Yeah. It was a good episode.
Oh yeah, edge of my seat. I was like, I had a bag of carrots. And I was just like chewing through them like crazy. I thought I prepared myself for just how many of the characters were going to die and just how like heartbreaking it was going to be, and I wasn't.
I didn't cry not one time.
You didn't cry?
Nope.
Not even when Ghost went out.
He didn't go out.
Well, when he went charging out.
I was just like, I just went on Twitter and was like, where is Ghost? Because I didn't see him dead, and if I don't see him dead, he's alive.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see here. Got another super chat from Bridget Walsh. I would love hot take time. I'm sure we can get to that near the end. Julian, again, a lot of theories. A lot of theories had the Starks rising. They did. Yeah, that's true. Thank you again. Hang on a second. I'm just going to scroll through because see if we can grab some comments. Yeah, they kind of, I would say one of the bigger letdowns was that it really looked like for for quite a while that Jon was going to be a much bigger part of the ending of the Night King. That like I talked about in my theory, how they had been like clashing but not quite getting there, and they sort of did when they had their Dance of the Dragons, which was an unbelievable scene. That was one of the cooler things I've ever seen, just the dragon fight up in the air.
Yeah.
But he did not. It didn't end up happening. He was sort of kept away from the Night's King by Viserion.
Yeah, and one badass scene though, like I thought it was super dope, was when all those wights were climbing on Drogon.
Oh yeah.
And he was like trying to get them off.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was so hardcore.
Oh, I thought Drogon was dead at that point. I was like, oh, really? And then Daenerys too. I was like, well, they're killing everybody else. Maybe she's actually going down.
Yeah.
Until Jorah came out of nowhere and saved her.
Yeah, and then she was like sword fighting and shit.
Yeah, Daenerys was sword fighting.
Fuck out of here.
I think the thesis of this stream is that Gray is unhappy.
I mean, did you really think in all of your predictions, did you even think to predict that Daenerys would be surrounded by the army of the dead sword fighting them?
No, I didn't call that one. I didn't go that deep.
Yeah, so that was kind of crazy. But I mean, overall, it's Game of Thrones. I appreciate it for what it is. But I think the Night King is alive and I'm sticking with it.
I hope you're right. It would be really cool if that wasn't over yet. Like Bran had to be doing something while he was doing his weird vision quest thing while the battle was going on around him. Clearly wasn't doing anything on the ground, so something else was happening. I'm not really sure what. They got 3 episodes to explore it.
Let me just explain real quick what I think could have happened to the Night King.
Okay, go.
So, in A Dance of Dragons, we have Vaemir Sixskins. He dies, and he like goes into the tree, and we hear about people dying and going into the tree. So I think because the Night King was killed by a weirwood in the Winterfell Godswood, the Night King could have went into the tree.
Oh, okay.
And when Bran is in the tree fucking around like he does, because Bran likes to go in the tree,
yeah,
he likes to go in there and make mistakes, the Night King is going to touch him again, and it's going to pop off.
It's going to pop off. Still happening. Okay. I could see that.
I could see it.
I'm on board with the idea that the obsidian too is he left it somewhere.
Everybody's saying stop reaching, stop grasping. Look.
No.
Say, like, this is what I think. You can think what you think. I'm gonna say what I think, and what I think is that he's still alive. He didn't just die that easy.
That is, somebody asked for hot takes. That is a hot take. It's a good hot take right there. Yeah, I mean, it could be. LML has been talking for a while about the burning of the weirwoods, that maybe by the end of the series that will happen, like an end of magic kind of thing. That could happen. He retreated into the weirwoods.
Yeah, I mean, look, if we get 3 of the following episodes are just Cersei, that's whatever. Like, I don't care if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. That's fine with me. I can be wrong. That's fine. Let me enjoy this.
this one grasping hope. Well, I will let you enjoy it. I'm not gonna shoot holes in anything. I think that's a cool idea, and I hope that happens. Another super chat from Tag. Maybe Bran, when Bran warged the Night King and brought him here. Oh, this is what you just said. Oh wait, no, this is different. Maybe when Bran warged the Night King and brought him there, the Night King transferred his power to him, just like Bloodraven, and now Bran is the Night King. How do we get back to Bran as the Night King? How did this happen? I thought we were done. Oh.
I I can't wait to see Quinn's episode review.
Oh, it's going to be Game of Thrones sucks, and I quit. I'm doing Dune. I'm done with this show.
No, but seriously.
He's going to be unhappy. I think to say the least. He would be unhappy. Yeah, check out Quinn's review this week. It will be something.
Yeah.
I'm
waiting for it.
If you're feeling salty, I think he's the way to go for this one. Another one from Veronica Doggon, not really sure. Bran did give away that Arya was going to kill him. Yeah, I agree with that. The whole dagger thing, I thought since last season that was set up as this would be the dagger that somehow was going to kill the Night's King. I didn't really know how. That's kind of like the way the reverence he had for that thing, and the fact that it was in the history books, they kept calling back to it. I'm like, all right, so somehow this is involved with the death of the Night King. Not sure how. And then when she asked if Dragonfire would kill the Night King, Bran replied to Arya, I don't know, no one's ever tried. So that kind of so in the whole history of the Night King, there haven't been any dragons around?
What does Linda Pursuta do for a living? Jesus.
I don't know. She's very appreciative of the salt.
She's balling.
Yeah, another one from her. Well, this is what it's like on Robert's stream, to be honest. We spent the entire stream just basically answering his super chats. They just didn't stop. I've never seen anything like it. We had like 3,600 people on or something crazy like that.
She said, do you think Euron will have the dragon horn now and burn the God's Eye? He must be going to have a bigger role in the show than I thought. What is the big twist going to be now? Well, I do agree that he has a bigger role because they went back and got him. They had left Euron. They had left the whole Greyjoy plot, and they had to circle back and go get him after they had that meeting with George. So, yeah, he definitely has a bigger part to play. I don't know if they're going to do Dragonbinder, but there is, I think, is it Bookshelf? Michael has a theory about.
Yeah, the Ripples in the Dreamscape. He thinks that Euron's going to sack Old Town, which makes a good amount of sense to me. I mean, but apparently the things I think make sense are going to be wrong. So,
yeah,
it's basically the idea that for quite a while, Euron has been like a fixture in people's dreams. And the Ripples in the Dreamscape idea is basically that the destruction of Old Town is going to be so horrific that it's been just echoing throughout time. Cool idea. Michael's a smart dude.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if they have enough time to introduce Dragonbinder, but I wish that they would. But they didn't use the Horn of Winter, which I thought for sure might come into play, but they didn't use it. So.
We got about 15 minutes left, so I'm gonna put something in the chat. I'm gonna type it out too. So any questions you want answered, tag me at JoeMagician, and then Q&A, and we'll try and get through these real fast as we finish out, because I gotta go be a mod. I gotta do stuff tonight, Gray.
Me too. Sleep.
I assume I'll sleep at some point. Like maybe. Oh, there's quite a lot of people here. 776 it looks like. Wow. That's a high score.
Yeah, people trying to figure out what's going on. What happened?
And that gray area effect. Q&A, why is this woman so salty? Gray, why are you so salty?
Not salty. I'm sweet as fuck.
It's true. Gray is very nice. Don't worry, she'll be happy tomorrow. Well, maybe. Let's see here. Carly Tangy says, do you think Arya has the mark of the Night King now, like Bran when the Night King touched her? Yeah, he did touch her. He grabbed her arm, right?
Yeah, he did.
No, that's a no.
He did grab her. Rest in peace, Jorah Mormont.
Yeah.
Here we stand. House Mormont's done.
Oh yeah, they're out of there. hit the road, unless Tormund secretly has some. Let's see here, another one. From Era Davis. Do you think the last episode will be an epilogue, like a Dream of Spring kind of thing? I think that's super possible that like the last half of it is of the last episode is just kind of like a flash forward, maybe like they've repopulated and rebuilt Winterfell, that kind of thing. Because it's like it is destroyed at the moment. Night King went through there with Viserion and blew up half of it.
Yeah, it'll be rebuilt. It's Lord of the Rings. We're just watching Lord of the Rings. Go watch Lord of the Rings. What is it? Return of the King?
Return of the King, yeah.
Go watch Return of the King if you want to see how Game of Thrones ends.
There's no Scouring of the Shire in Return of the King. That's book only.
True.
Missed that one. Let's see here. Oh, actually, this was kind of funny. Alex one says, was Mel Serial Pharrell? She did know the line, although I don't think she was. I think she's just she's pulled that trick before, where she said to John, she gave him Egret's line. So apparently she just has otherworldly knowledge of signature phrases, I guess. Let's see here. Just keep going down. Let me try and catch up with the chat. Do you from Ultimo Nome, do you think the end of the Dothraki was a consequence of Mirimad's door? The dragons appeared with her sacrifice, and now the Dothraki culture vanished. Yeah, that was the entire civilization. They're just dead. They're gonski. Just out of the world. No more Dothraki.
Yeah. I mean, some of them made it back.
No, true.
A few.
Handful.
But I think what we can take away from this episode is that Azor Ahai, Nissa, the Prince Who Was Promised, none of that stuff is a thing on the show. None of that prophecy, none of her House of the Undying stuff is a thing on the show. I don't think it's going to come into play.
No, probably not. So probably just got to throw those out and see where we're going from here, which is another Lannister Stark war.
Yep.
Going back, hitting the classics. Here from MB. Do you think Euron will betray Cersei? I think that's pretty certain at this point, right? Like, you don't trust Euron.
Yeah.
Don't trust him.
Cersei's gonna die. We already know that. Well, we don't actually know that because they didn't do the Valonqar part of the theory of the prophecy on the show, so they might not do it. She might.
I think they will.
At the end of this, she might be alive and be the last person standing.
Oh! What if the Night King went into the Mountain's body? Nailed it.
Hot take.
I mean, I think he's the only undead thing left in Westeros at this point, right? That's it. It's just him.
What if the opening scene of the next episode is the Mountain just laying on the ground and Cersei like, why won't he get up?
Just like poking him with a stick. Hey.
And he's dead because the Night King is dead.
Oh.
Because necromancy seems like a Night King thing.
Except for Qyburn, who somehow did it some other way. Not really sure how he pulled that off. Super chat from Victoria Wilson. Sam watching Jaime through the fire. Did you catch that? Yeah. There was a lot of watching characters through fire in this episode. I'm not sure. Maybe there's still something for Jaime to do because Bran was waiting for him. He didn't do much this episode, so there's still something on the Kingslayer's plate, I guess.
Kill Cersei.
Mm-hmm. That's the Queenslayer. Hashtag got him.
Queenslayer, Kingslayer, just another drop in the bucket.
Maybe he'll be a redo of Aerys, and he'll be there to stop her from lighting up the city or something like that.
100%.
Yeah.
Because it's his sister, he might not be able to do it. And then, I don't know. Someone said Q&A, Gray, Joe, any predictions that came true and any that didn't?
Ooh.
My whole battle plan didn't come true. But I did predict that Theon would die protecting Bran and the gods would.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I did predict that.
Got that one.
That's it. Oh, Jorah, I did predict that Jorah would die.
That's it. That's all I got.
That's it.
Let's see here. What did I get right? I got the crypts right. That was definitely going to be a thing.
Oh yeah, that, but not the same way.
No. What else? I think I got most of this episode wrong, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like maybe a few of the characters that were gonna die. Like I was pretty sure that like Beric and Ed and a lot of the minor characters were slated for death on this one.
Oh, what I did get right though was that the Night King would stay back. If he attacked Winterfell, he would attack later. He wouldn't show up in the beginning.
I got that one too. Although I didn't get the end game of that. I expected it to be Jon. Whoops.
Me either.
Whoops. I don't think I get credit for thinking that Arya would kill the Night's King in the end, because I mean I did kind of tease that in my video where I showed like a picture of her as like what will happen while Jon's distracting the Night King, that she'll come up from use her assassin skills in some way. But like that wasn't like a big thing. I was like, probably. I mean, what else would you use her for? Like storytelling wise.
Yeah. I thought that Arya, her main journey would have to do with Jon, like saving Jon in some kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
I also thought she might be the one to sneak into King's Landing and do something in King's Landing. But killing the Night King, no, I didn't see that coming. I thought that she would be killing some White Walkers. Not the Night King, though. I didn't never put that together. I always thought that was going to be Jon or Bran.
Yeah, that's what I figured too. Oh well, swing and a miss.
Right, I thought Bran was the target. And
you were right. You were right. He was the target. You nailed that one.
Oh yeah, that one.
That was a big one.
That was a big one. But
you got that before he said it.
Yeah, before he said it, I know. But I always thought that Jon was gonna fight him one-on-one.
Yeah.
I figured like that's why they switched out who played the Night King, because the Vladimir, is his name Vladimir Furtick?
Yep.
He is like this badass sword wielder. Like he played Arthur Dayne. So like there was all these things that led me to believe that like it wasn't something that I just pulled up out of the sky. And then there are all the things in the books, like the Waymore Royce thing, and the Old Way thing, like all of those things led me to believe that. And also I would have never thought those blue eyes that Melisandre was talking about, even in the episode when she said, and the blue eyes, I never thought the Night King, even when she just said it, I was like, oh, she's going to have to kill Gendry because Gendry has blue eyes. So I'm like, oh, she's going to have to kill Gendry. But no, it was the Night King.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the Night King. That, as soon as she said that, that's kind of what my mind jumped to, because I was like, I don't even know who has blue characters left on the show. I mean, blue eyes left on the show. There's actually a really good question here from Cannon Reed. She says, Lyanna Stark didn't wake, maybe not in the crypts. Is that the one that Sansa and Tyrion were hiding behind? Yeah, I think so. Well, that looked like her crypt, didn't it?
It was Ned.
That was Ned?
It was Ned. They were hiding behind Ned. But I think the ones that did wake were the ones whose swords were taken and the ones whose swords had rusted away.
Oh, okay.
Because all of them didn't wake.
Yes, only some of them. That's right.
So just the ones without their iron swords.
And no Ned. And I didn't see... I would have to go back and double check. We only really know the identity of like 2 or 3 of the tombs at this point. So it should be pretty clear which ones, if Lyanna and Ned came out.
Yeah.
If that was actually Ned's, that's adorable though, that Sansa was hiding behind her father. Yeah. Oh, Ned.
And so was Tyrion.
And Tyrion, yeah.
And Tyrion.
Still trying to get that marriage back on brand.
And on the political side of things, though,
Mm-hmm.
the conversation between Sansa and Tyrion was a little concerning.
How so?
So she's saying, you know, we wouldn't work. She told him, you were the best of my husbands.
Mm-hmm.
And then she says that we wouldn't work because of your loyalty to the Dragon Queen. And then Missandei comes up in there like, if it wasn't for her, we'd all be dead.
Mm.
Like, she shut Sansa straight down.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't know, like, could Tyrion be thinking that he wants to switch sides?
Maybe. That could be on the table. There's gonna have to be something coming in the next few episodes. It's not just I made a joke on Twitter that it would just be that block of ice that they used a few years ago to troll everybody. That would just be that for 3 episodes. It's not gonna be that. So something's gonna have to happen. So I guess we only have a few minutes left here. Also, thank you, Veronica. She just gave a giant super chat. Thank you very much. She wanted to say we're both great. So it's you too, Gray. We're both great.
Thank you, Veronica.
So do you have any kind of predictions for the next episode? Or are you still in shock?
I
think shock.
Still in shock. I haven't watched the preview. I think a lot of people are going to rally to Daenerys because she helped them win the Great War. And yeah, I think this will all be about Daenerys and Cersei moving forward.
Oh, people are pointing out that Bronn's still out there with that crossbow.
Bronn isn't going to turn on Tyrion or Jaime.
No, he might. It's a lot of money. There was a quote from Jerome Flynn where he said by the end of the season, he didn't think people were going to like his character anymore. So I took that to mean he was actually going to kill one of them.
Well, I've never known him to pick the losing side.
Very Tywin-esque.
Yeah, so I don't know. I liked it. It was so awesome and amazing, and it was all rainbows and sunshine.
Are you doing an impression of me?
No.
I was honestly riveted, and I thought it was a really, really great episode right up until the Night King death thing. Right, that was. I didn't think that was particularly great. I thought that was kind of a letdown for how much he's been built up. So, I guess if I ignore that happened, I would say I really loved the episode. I thought it was amazing. That was one of the best battle things I've ever seen.
Did someone said, please answer? Someone answered the Night King warging into Bran question, please.
No. No, I don't think so.
He didn't?
No, probably not.
If anything, he's in the tree.
Yeah, if he's anywhere. Either that or he left his dagger somewhere.
Or he's dead.
Probably just deadsies. But oh well. Oh, so you sent the super chat. You see that?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I'm
That's
not.
how you feel.
I'm sorry. I'm not more happy about how this ended, but I've just always believed one thing, and that was that the Night King was the real enemy. And for the Night King to be dead, he's not the real enemy. Cersei is. And it's not the story that I think I know for all of these years. So I'm sorry I'm not like this, my normal self. But I loved the episode. I loved the CGI. I loved all of the aspects of the episode. Like Joe said, right up until Arya killed the Night King. Then I was like, I like literally banged my hand on my desk and knocked my microphone in the floor. Like, it was like, I can't even recreate it. But yes, I apologize. I'm not super excited. I'm gonna watch it again before I do my breakdown, which will be out tomorrow morning.
Oof.
And I won't be salty in it because I've already sprinkled the salt.
Yeah, you got it out of your system. Laugh on stream.
I'm sorry. Like I told Joe, like, Joe, are you sure you want me to come on? Like, are you sure I'm the person you want to come on?
And what did I say?
You were like, if you don't have to, if you don't want to.
No, I said just say what you think. It's totally fine to not like it. That's nobody likes everything. It's totally valid, and your concerns, I think, are perfectly reasonable.
Yeah. I mean, like I think it would have been okay if we had more leading up to that. You know
like
what I
maybe
mean?
another episode.
Yeah, like another episode
Okay.
or like 2 episodes where there was some foreshadowing of that. Literally the only foreshadowing of that was what Bran giving Arya the dagger, and then Melisandre in season 5 saying that she would close blue eyes.
Yeah. And also all the assassin stuff. Her training to be assassin, you're going to use that somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I knew that she was gonna. I figured she was gonna kill some White Walkers and stuff, but and just so you guys know, most of you already know, but Arya is my favorite character.
Yeah,
she's my favorite character. So I'm not just salty because Arya did it. Like I just am salty because there was not that much foreshadowing that she was gonna do it.
We got a super chat from Game of Thrones dancer, $25 to say cheer up, Gray.
Thank you. I'm happy. I'm happy, guys.
Well, this is the point of the rapid reaction kind of thing. This is what we're feeling right in the moment.
I mean, I don't understand like why like this good cheeseburgers, he keeps calling me Salty Susan. Like, have you ever not felt okay about something?
Yeah,
I mean, like ever? Have you? Does everything in Game of Thrones? Does it always have to be like so heavy?
All right. Well, I have to get going pretty soon. So, whew. So that was the end of the Night King, and probably the coolest battle sequence I've ever seen. And the dragon stuff was amazing. I actually thought the Arya stuff went on a little bit too long. Her like going through the libraries.
It was a good it was something from the books there though, from Old Nan. Old Nan could smell the hot blood in him. Oh. I mean, they could smell the hot blood in him, and then her blood pools on the floor, and he smells it. The wights smell it. And that was the legend. And that was the legend of the last hero.
Oh yeah, no ice spiders though.
No ice spiders.
# no ice spiders this time. So I think that's going to be about it for us tonight. I'm gonna pull up the list of people that are still streaming. You guys can go watch. Gray, do you want to plug all your stuff?
Okay. I'll be doing my breakdown on the episode tomorrow morning. I will be doing my preview on the episode Tuesday, and I'll be talking shit on Twitter in between.
That's your normal thing. That's kind of what you do.
Yeah, normal stuff over here.
Normal stuff for Gray. So I'm gonna be licking my wounds and trying to come up with new theories. I don't know what I'm gonna come up with. They didn't give me Jenny's song. My Killing of the Ranger got kicked in the teeth, so that's kind of a bummer. Anyway, so people I can still see that are streaming. Secrets of the Citadel's going. Alt-Shift-X. LML's Nowy thing is actually on Steven Stark's channel instead of his. He was a little bit too busy at Ice and FireCon apparently. Rawrist is going. I assume Phil the Issues guy probably. So there's a lot of good people out there still streaming. If you guys are still looking for more Game of Thrones rapid reaction stuff, I'll see you next week at the same time. Haven't picked out a guest for then yet. I I don't know what I'm going to do this week. Maybe just a review, because I don't really have any theories in mind at this point. Maybe I'll come up with something. Well, anyway, thanks for coming, Gray. I mean, I know people are giving you crap for being salty, but, you know, the salty Gray, however you want it to be,
Bruh,
is always my favorite.
I'm just gonna keep it real. That's what you're gonna get from Gray. You're gonna get realness.
That's
You're gonna
right.
get realness. If you want to go here, everything is rainbows and pots of gold and glitter and confetti. I don't know. Go watch Inside the Episode or something.
Yeah, Dan and Dave probably thought this was great. All right. Well, anyway, yeah, go check out those channels if you want to. I'll see you next week. Look out for some content from me and Gray this week as well. Have a good night, everybody.
Peace out.